Okay, good morning, South African time. Good evening, if it's evening in Australia. Here we are just to continue the conversation in terms of literacy. There are many people who left Zimbabwe and can't even share what the situation is in the countries where they live.
Mm.
Others are generous, they give up time to allow people to know what the conditions are. The spotlight is on healthcare. The case study is Mukoma Masimba. He is now in hospital. There are mixed views on whether he should be online or offline. There are many people who believe that things that are hidden are better hidden. What takes place in Rome remains in Rome. There are others who say by sharing experiences, insights, ideas, and knowledge, the world will be one because we know better, we act better. Not that we are abusing a person, but because we want to know better. What is truth? What is fact? What is fiction? All these questions are there. What is government? What is a shareholder? What is a director? Unless somebody has been a director before, then we'll know better. Unless somebody has suffered from diabetes, others will know how to prevent it.
Yep.
Here we are. People know now it's not news that Mukoma Masimba is in hospital. And as you can see, you can confirm for yourself. So today we just wanted him to give us an insight into what life is like and what is now the second day in hospital. Good evening, Kwama Simba. Would you like to share with us?
Thank you very much, Mr. Mawere. I would like to share with you as part of my book reviews. So I'm writing a book. At the moment, I'm now on the hospital chapter. So this is now day 2 in hospital. Mr. Mawere, yo, all right. Let me try to demystify. I'm speaking in my or on my personal capacity, and this is all opinion based, right? Number one, this is day 2 for me in hospital. In Australia, this is what is called a fact. Health is available for everyone who is in Australia, whether you're a citizen or you are not. They could the right, they look after you. That is their responsibility. Then, if you are not a citizen, then they'll send you a bill after. So anyone in Australia has got the right to health. If you are Australian, then you don't have to pay if you use Medicare. That's our medical, I would say, card. Then the government will pay for you, right? If you don't have that green card, usually people like some students, they must have private insurance, health cover before they get their visa. So that is part of their visa conditions. Then what about some people like Simba who have been here for many years, trying to finish my immigration? People like me who are on a bridging visa. What can we do? I don't work or I work, that's fine. But I don't have any right to be here. In fact, I have right to be here, but it's still pending. My application is still pending. But again, they can still take you to hospital because you are a human being. What do you need to go to the hospital? You need an ambulance, you need police, or you can walk in. So all those things, an ambulance driver can never ask you for a passport. A policeman can never ask you for a passport or for your visa. So can you see, in ambulance, police, they can all take you to hospital if you want to go to hospital. Right? The magic number for our emergency services is 000. If you're in Australia, wherever you are, if you dial 000, you get in touch with police, fire, or ambulance. Right? So the setup is very good, Mr. Moiri. Australia Health, based on what I know, we have got lots of surgeries within our communities. That is called primary health. Then after those surgeries, Then comes the hospital now, secondary health. So for you to come to hospital, it means it has to be something serious. In my situation, I never wanted to go to hospital. I never thought of it. But my brother, Tenders Arts, who's helping me on a personal level. He's like my young brother. He's acting on behalf of my young brother. He's the one who said, my brother Simba, I have to take you to hospital. So I said, Tenders, because I value you, and if you check, I'm promising you less and I deliver more. So this is Mukoma Masimba. I value everyone. I promise less, I deliver more. Everyone is important in their own ways to me, but I call it everyone is got a value to me. So what I can only give you is your value. If you are my friend through comment section, if you say hi Simba, I'll say hi Sarah or hi Peter. That's our friendship. That's your value. There are some people who even call me after these videos. They've got their value, they've got access to call me. There are some people who are even trying to call Simba, and Simba is ignoring all the calls. Because now I know my value. All I want at the moment, I'm looking for my mother. I'm writing a book. The only thing that I have is just a phone. With this phone, just taking me to the hospital through connections. So if you are watching and listening, who are your networks? What value did you get from them? And what value did you give back to them? My networks at the moment, I've got tenders acts on my personal level. Then I went on to approach him to come away. Those are my 2 points of contact about my journey looking for my mother. If you call Mawere, if you text Mawere, how is Simba? You're actually wasting his time. If you want to know how is Simba, then you should also find Simba. Why do you have to find Mawere? Why do you have to find tenders? You're keeping him busy for nothing. If you want to see Simba, you will see me on Mo's live every day. I'm always live. Then we talk. If you inbox me, I might take long to reply, but I always try my best. If you call me, I'm not going to answer your call. Don't waste your time. Okay? So, now, Mr. Moero, yesterday, when I got at the hospital, I came through police, then ambulance. Police came first, then I told the police I want an ambulance. Then the police phoned an ambulance. Then the ambulance took me to hospital. Then I was admitted straight away. Mr. Moero, this corona, I'm asking myself a question. Simba, you are just coming from the streets. Then 2 police officers came because you called them Simba. You told them you killed someone. And that someone is called Zimbabwe. So they had to come. Because all they wanted was to say, Simba, take us to Zimbabwe so that we do our job. But Simba said, no, because I know the value of my story of killing my ex-girlfriend. I want to talk to the premier of Melbourne. I want him to come here. Then I go show him. Then they asked me why. He's busy with other things. I said, yes, he's busy trying to resolve the corona issue. But I also have a solution for coronavirus. So it's actually cheaper for him. If he just comes here, it's going to benefit my story where I committed a crime. Plus, it's also going to benefit my solution for coronavirus. So let him come now. Then the police officers start to say, ha, Simba, you're making sense. Because you're telling us, we just picked you from the street. In this corona, what if you have corona, Simba? So it means we are also positive. Then I will take this corona to my wife, to my kids. So that means this government is not doing nothing. That's why the police try to work with me now after I shared with them that this government is trying but doing nothing. Then they brought me to hospital. Then the doctor came and said, ah, I happen to come from Zimbabwe too. No, he said to me, Simba Charuka from Zimbabwe. My dad was a doctor in Harare. I was like, ah, Dr. Me too, I'm from Zimbabwe. What a coincidence. Then his grandfather was a doctor in Bulawayo again. So that means the doctor thing, it runs in their DNA. I said, oh, doctor, you know what? I've got a secret I want to share with you. I said, what is it, Simba? I said, I think I know, but doctor, I'm not going to use the word I think or I know. I have a solution for coronavirus. said, what is the solution, Simba? Number one, it's a secret. I want Dan Andrews to come here. They said, why would you want Dan Andrews to come here? I said, doctor, we have a solution. What is the solution? It's a secret. Example, you are now attending me, taking my bloods. You are telling me this corona. Do you know when they picked me up? They picked me up from the streets. There were two police drivers, went home to take my jackets where I left my jackets at the Aboba's house. Police was driving me. Then I said to police, now I need an ambulance. Then they called the ambulance. Two ladies come. How many people are at a possible or in risk now? Four. Two police, two ambos by Simba, one person, killing four people already, is an example. Then after this doctor here, after admitting me, another doctor came. And I told them the same story again, that you were actually talking to me, I'm coming from the street. I don't even know my coronavirus status. So you just picked me up from the streets. What if I have corona? Simple I said, yes. I said, number one, before you put me in this hospital, I think I was supposed to be at a holding bay where I get treatment while I'm waiting for corona. Then from the holding bay, then I come to the hospital. So that means there's something missing in between. This government does not love you. If you check all these nurses here, I'm telling them, guys, how many people gonna come today from the streets? Lots. Why are you exposing yourselves to corona? We don't know. So why? Where is the prime minister? I want him to come here because I've got experience, professional, family, and street life experience. I think I can solve this. So that's where we are at the moment, Mr. Moere. What is your take, my friend? As I drink water.
You can get access to care irrespective of your station in life. Thank you for giving us this insight. Some will have to travel to Australia to witness what you are witnessing from a patient perspective. You came in by ambulance. Now you are in hospital and you are being attended to not by robots, but by human beings. And up to now, have they asked for how you are going to settle the bill, or they are more concerned about your state of health?
Mr. Moere, based on my changes in Australia, I think Australia is organized, not agonized. The nurse and the doctors, they've got nothing to do with the finance department. I'll just get a bill, they'll just send it to my mailbox. So now I'm just laughing. I don't have an address. Where are they going to send it? They'll just keep it on the system. That means the deal, I'm going to have a date on the system.
So you gave them your situation,
Yep.
and they agreed to take you and care for you without any evidence of your capacity to pay. Is that correct?
That's correct. It doesn't matter in Australia. If you don't have any Medicare card or whatever, they'll just say, put yours in the system, go see next time. They don't need to worry about your passport, your whatever status. That is correct. Health is free to everyone in Australia. Free access to health.
When you look at the healthcare system in Australia, who actually pays?
It's very simple.
For some people, they may think it's free.
No.
Is there anything free in life?
There's nothing free. It's only free access to health. Everyone is getting access to it. They're allowed to access or to visit, to walk in medical centers. It's your right in Australia. And once you walk in there, they have to look after you. It is your right again. But the government is the one which is paying. Where is the government getting the money? From the taxpayers' money.
Okay, so there are taxpayers first, then
Yep.
there's access second.
Yep.
All right. Why is this system not available in Zimbabwe, countries like Zimbabwe, 40 years of independence?
Mawere, what do you mean, Mawere? The same system in Australia is the same system in Zimbabwe. Remember, our constitutions are more or less or likely the same because of the Queen. Australia falls under the Queen Elizabeth. Commonwealth. Zimbabwe was also under the Queen, right? So in Zimbabwe, the only thing I see, what most people don't understand, it is the implementation, the enforcement of what we write on the piece of paper, right? In Australia, they still follow the implementation. Their constitution, they follow it. They have got the same constitution like Zimbabwe. But how do they implement the application? That is where the problem is, Mr. Moere. That is where the difference of Zimbabwe and Australia. Australia, Mr. Moere, the way they apply their laws, the way they enforce them, spot on. That is the difference between Zimbabwe and Australia. But same, more or less same constitution, all written in black on a white paper. But the
But
implementation,
are you aware that in Zimbabwe, 95% of those who want work are not working?
yep, yep, I'm very,
So
very
who
much
is
aware.
going to pay for the health care if
Well,
only 5% have to support 95%?
Mr. Moyer, that's a very good question with a good answer on its own that Zimbabwe government has failed to control its people. They failed to do to be accountable. They failed, right? Then Australia now is also now starting to fail now. Look at the coronavirus now. On the corona, Australia has also failed. They are doing nothing on corona. They failed again. You see?
So
Yeah.
when people look at you, are you realizing that you are provoking, igniting, and inspiring Zimbabweans to say, why not in Zimbabwe? Why is this not possible in Zimbabwe? That
Mr.
the
Moyer,
fact that on social media, you are live, you are talking about what is reality today in Australia. And there are some people in Zimbabwe who are waiting in the emergency room, in the casualty room, and they can't get access to care. Doctors, nurses, paramedics, everybody may be on strike.
Mr. Moyer, all I can say to you, example, yesterday, at the hospital, just sitting down, smoking my cigarette. And I just saw a tin of peanut butter. If you know peanut butter, I said, peanut butter in Australia, beautiful. Then I said, let me just mix this butter with water. I'll make it look like poo. Then I'm going to set my camera at an angle and go and pretend like I'm pooing. Yet, when I was setting my camera, I had already mixed that peanut butter. I mixed the peanut butter with water to make it watery. Then I poured it on the ground. Then I went on the same spot to pretending pooing. And I sent a video, said the same is pooing at the hospital. The whole Zimbabwe was like, share, was Zimbabwe pooing. But what is the fact? That was just peanut butter. You see, these people, Mr. Moire, they believe what they see, not what they know. That's a Zimbabwean problem. They don't believe in facts. I always tell them from one day, if you are dealing with Mukoma Masimba, bring your facts. And Mr. Moire, ndinogara ndichingovaitisa vachingoti these people, I don't know. I'm trying to help them.
So you are saying that was not shit. You were using peanut butter to demonstrate a point how people are naive and gullible. They accept anything that they see.
Mr. Mawere, how can it be a shit? Yet I'm not even free to move by myself. I'm not even free right now, right? To go outside. I was actually smoking, and that guy, the security, was sitting next to me. So I said, let me do my dramas here, just to show you Zimbabwe people they don't think. Then I showed him after. He was laughing at your comments. He was like, oh, that's why Zimbabwe is in a mess. I said, exactly. You two learn and go put India fine. I'm telling you, Mr. Mawere, I can show you right now. I can demonstrate to you right now. I'm no longer free. I'm like a prison in hospital, right? My movement has been limited here. But someone will tell me, Simba pulled at the hospital. You people, you Zimbabwean people.
So you didn't pull in public. You
I
just
am
make
poor.
it.
I just acted. I'm an actor. I always tell them Simba is an actor. They don't be, you know what? They believe Trevor Noah is a comedian. I go like, okay, because it looks nice. I'm the best comedian. I'm an actor on my own. I'm a brand on my own. I'm the boss and I'm in charge. I want to tell you them something. I don't know what to do
Also,
there.
you are really provoking people's emotions deliberately and intentionally.
With the purpose of a lesson, whereby I teach them what you see, what you hear might not be true. Make sure you always get your facts right. Every day I tell them that. And after 2 days they forget, then I can do another stand. Then they believe it. I don't know. I'm teaching them.
So
What
you
you
are
see,
saying there's a big market for shit.
there's a big market for shit in the Zimbabwean community that I'm now thinking of actually doing my real shit and detach it and charge them money and eat the shit. And they'll pay me money and I can be a millionaire. I know these people. They like shit things. And I can use the shit and I can even eat the shit and I'll charge them money. Dollar per view, they'll come. If I program or if I come up with a certain website, tell them Simba's gonna eat his shit on live, pay dollar to watch. They'll pay. And I'll do it. Guess who's gonna pay? Millions of people. But I won't be eating the shit. I'll be eating also that peanut butter. Mr. Moire, only that I'm not greedy. If I was greedy, I was gonna make money with my storylines. But I'm not greedy, Mr. Moire. I'm not
So you
greedy.
are saying it takes uh, some innovation for you to be popular, for you to have followers, that all these people who are following you actually they want you to play something and for them to feel good that you are in shit world.
I'm aware. And you come to Zimbabwe Facebook, with all my due respect, all of them, I always tell them, I'm the boss, I'm in charge. All those Facebook pages from Zimbabwean community, I am the boss and I'm in charge. It's only that I've got one weakness where I don't take pride on my achievements. I just go like, just a gift, I do it for free. Mr. Moy, if
Mhm.
it was someone who likes to use the word I'll be saying Zimbabwean Facebook is fine, but I don't want to do that because I was working with other people trying to help them also to build their pages. But otherwise, I've created a lot of content here, a lot. But it's time to do my thing. It's time to write my book. All I'm doing now is to write my book. No more Facebook for me. Just writing my book, Mr. Moy.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Because like I don't
So
just read Facebook,
you are
I could
writing
but
you
I'm
are,
tired now.
you are writing a book.
Yep.
Okay, and what is the title of this book? Today we are looking at the hospital, the quality of care,
Mm-hmm.
and the procedures, processes to book you into a hotel called the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Now you are in the hospital,
Yep.
and people have confirmed that you are obedient. You just follow instructions. So, do we understand that you may not be sick? Is gone. What is the real situation here? I hear Mukoma Masimba saying that he is actually writing a book. And
Yeah.
what is the reality? Are you playing right now? Is it part of the script? Being in hospital.
Yes, it is. Very, very important.
Okay, so it is a script.
Yep.
So if you were to give a lesson of today,
Mm-hmm.
what would be the lesson of today that you want people to understand?
Ish, I can't say much, but I think they can now see the picture. Mr. Moe, this is my life,
We
right?
can't hear you. Your voice is.
Okay, sorry. I'm just saying I cannot say much to them. All I can say, just follow the book. One day, you shall start to see this book is making big sense to your life, the one who's watching right now, not me. This book actually is a fight for me, where I'm fighting you, the one who's watching. I'm not fighting for myself here, right? I would want you also, the ones watching, to eat the same food if you had to go to the hospital like this. That's what I'm fighting for. Okay, this is what I'm fighting for. I go
Yeah.
to dinner, right? Look at my table. Look at my table. Just for dinner, just dinner table. This was just for dinner, Mdara. Right?
Mm.
Just for dinner, okay? Regular potatoes, chicken, peas, my fruit juice. I can have two fruit juices. You see, that is what
Yeah.
I want you to enjoy wherever you are, if you are in need of hospitals. At the
Mm.
moment, my mother, I was told she's in hospital in New Zealand. There are some people watching me here. They're actually laughing at me. Laughing. My mother's friends are even laughing at my mother. But they are forgetting she's in safe hands. She's even eating better food than your mother at Gomo. Why can't we use this story and push Gomo to do the right thing? But the Zimbabweans are not that. No, it is not their. It's not. It's like we. Most of us, we organize. We don't organize. Look at my storyline in Book Rebels. Look, I identified a weakness. A panel per hospital. Vamwandi admit chete. Imagine, Mr. Mawere, if Mnangagwa, the president of Zimbabwe, was just asking me, Simba, how are you? I heard Simba, oh, wakati unemudzimu we Zimbabwe. Kuri seko usile mulongo. Chiti mdara. Ndangopinzwa mu hospital anaboteswa COVID. Ndato admitwa. Mnangagwa anogwena power yokuchallenge Australia. Koko Australia koko kuita the right thing. At the same time, tichitamba reforms edu. Right? But avabatike. Iwo chari kuona vanavo, they can never comment kuti Simba go deeper mudzimu weZimbabwe ti attract president Mnangagwa. Takashandisa the word kuti mudzimu tine more power pachizimba, spirit of go deeper, the spirit from God. Then I told them I killed the person Zamara. No one bothered to ask me how or when, and I did it my way. And I put the facts. I killed him. Who is me? Who is me? It's God deeper spirit. Patrick Zamara Mtamawere. I located him on spirit. It was a dream. That person, I got a dream. God said I should call you. First of all, go look for my guru, and God wants me to save those kids with you. Patrick went to look for my guru, and my guru happens to live in Glenview. And I was born in Glenview. What a coincidence, right? That's the person, my guru. Number one, Vana Ara. Vana, the hero. The father did not die, but the father disappeared, fighting for democracy. I am a member of MDC Australia. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take these two kids to Australian MDC. We have to adopt them, pay their fees. As Australia MDC, we say we are looking after Zamara's children. Then I took that idea to my colleagues. By then, I was the spokesperson for MDC. I said, guys, as Australia MDC, I have got a very good point. As your organizing secretary, right? Ndavana vana vaita Zamara. Baba vavo vakafira hero. Saka vana ava tikavabhadhira fees yavo nekuvatengera pamonthly grocery avo, newspaper richanyora kuti Australia MDC yachengeta vana vaZamara. Zviro zvaattractor all the Zimbabweans in Australia, they will look for me. Simba, you're the organizing secretary. I want to join MDC Australia. By action, the Boaramba ideas that Wakomana, I'm going to go deeper. I'm wasting my time here. I have to move. Then I left. Then I called person. Let's person. How far? Then person Simba. Hey, wait. Hey, Simba. Hey, that's a person. The kids are suffering. These kids are the kids of a hero. Democracy. You know? But that person. Remember, I looked at your dream. If you don't listen to me, this go deeper God has right. In Pachangu, I got to condition Mari. Masimba, I'll make you the Mukoma. You must never make money with my. That's why, Mr. Moeri, I've never made money on Facebook. This brain told me one thing: go deeper, make value, not make money, make value. Mr. Moeri, you see, just like a person, I can tell the person. Remember, the guy operated hope it's really need one hour Zamara, my hero. So in this funga, so in a position for MDC Australia, so organizing secretary, Dakotora Vana Ala, right? Numero pass, must pass. Those that team young with Wakomana, 21 and Ababoka share and Democrats. Is Australia MDC? Let's do it. Take a Daro, UK, yeah, but Iowa. Takuta Jarus Giri, Takuta Fadi Jarus Giri. Right? Zadaro, Canada, but Iowa, Tawio Canada, Taguno Batakum Gueru, Takubatawana Rum Gueru. Take a Daro to showing. Most people they wait to get in power. People like Chamisa. I saw Chamisa Nelson at a funeral of Patson, but he knows for sure Patson is the brother who died too. Where are those two kids? Where are the two kids? Can you see? Go deeper goes beyond. You two are watching. Patson afa kobana itai. The last time ndakatumira maexamara mari was 100 user. Vandichemera kuti Mukoma handina kana paid baba mnini. Paid. Amawere. Maiguru mune mukadzi haana kana paid. Ndikunyara kubira paid. Paid. Amawere. Lati sure here amawere. Maexamara. Kutsvaka paid kuna Mukoma Masimba vari kuAustralia. Vakati baba mnini ndakurangarira maida kubatsira vana vangu. Kati ndakaedza asi ndiri ndega nezvikwanisi. Asi ndakataura nevamwe vangu vakandirambira dia. Amawere zvandava kunoita from today ndakutsvaka maexamara. Right? Because vana ava ndakavapiwa naMwari. Amawere, I'm going to adopt those two kids and send them to school. Amanyero new rappers. Those are the most important things in life. Do I know to I'll do it myself on that one. It's my choice. Uchandiremera Amawere ndine zvangu. But knows what all right. Ndingachayo here mari kana 100 user pamwedzi yevana. Vamawere nyora ipasi ndine 100 user yevana vazamara every month coming from Mukoma Masimba kusvika vana ivavo vasvika 18 years. That's all I can do. That's what I can do, right? But one, when I say let's come together and organize. All those same as Balopega. They have a tower on moon, where's the Kwamawere? Because you want to come away, but that's $20 Yaku, which a member. What a member, Paruchaku Rongiga organizing. Abadar, I'll tell you, I know what that's so. I guess so. Who haven't looked like the Dokumana? Is right now, look at me. I'm sick. That will adopt one or two away. Because I'm waiting for now. I promise less, I deliver more. My Zamara, Kutanga. End of this month ndakutotanga kutokupa $100 per month vana ava nekuti ndiri kuita ndega alizokwanisa zvakawanda nekuti vana ava baba vavo vakafirwa same purpose andina Mukoma Masimba to fight for Zimbabwe. When you fight for Zimbabwe you end up Amawere why are useless. Mai vangu wako hospital uko, but why is she in hospital? If the son was fighting for Zimbabwe, ask them here how many of you vakaseva pano vangani vakabhulwa ndikuseva but kana go debate ndiri mwana wechokwadi handikuitire utsinyo na mayangu. Then you know you're shallow when you come to go deeper. Go deeper, it only takes things ahead. I'm aware. Anyway, back to our topic of hospital. Right now, Pane biggest loophole. But this loophole in a value to Mnangagwa. Because Mnangagwa, I'll call this one more to Australia. Mnangagwa, it's about reforms. Mnangagwa, Chicho hit back Australia using me. What can I do? I have a true spirit. All right, let's go deeper now. You try to learn on the result. Learn on the result. I can you comment. Masibaka Bostungwa, we Australia. I don't have to pay. Learn on the result. Where are you, Panomi? Where are you, Panomi? I'll make you straight here today. Go ahead, Let me try not to be. What's hospital? The last chapter, no, sanction or section. That section of way. That will be very whereby they're saying we need to help you so that you go out. What out? What's with the out? And that's good. That's something one day. That's what I promise. Lennon, I want to talk to you. Lennon, the way you write, you have the paper. Lennon, Mpana, because you've got a lower paper, you think you're a lawyer. I'm going to show you I'm a better lawyer than you. I want to show you that. I want you for a debate here, background. You're a person. Lennon losing. Bana, you think I'm stupid? I want to show you I'm stupid, but I'm not an idiot. Okay? Go ahead, Mr. Moye.
All right. So as we wind down this show, is there any other message that you want to convey and share? Because there are many people who don't understand your situation. You are the only one who can author it. And people think you are delusional. People think you don't know what you're doing. You are in hospital with caregivers. And here we are trying to get a glimpse into the condition that you are in. So what else can we learn from this? I will summarize what I've learned today, and there are people who think I'm also delusional. I am sick to give up time to talk to you and to share this. There are many people who do not understand what community power is. They are here as flies looking for meat, and you are the meat, and they think we are using you. Somebody says, Mawere, you are wrong for this, which
Mawere,
is
Mawere,
Donald Sakala.
Add him here, that person. I want to answer him. Add him. Okay,
Yeah.
Mawere, giving people, anyone that way right now, go and face the one on one, and I'll make you straight. Why is
No,
the one on one?
but this is the real problem, that we are judges of other people's time, and we want to know what the neighbor is doing in their bedroom. We want to be able to be above others, superior, and look at people as if they are lesser human beings than we are. And now we have a person with a mind like me who says my mind is not equal to their minds because their choices are superior choices. And Tembi says, praying for your health, may God touch you. That's fine. This, I don't think he needs you. He needs doctor and specialist, that Linda. So there are many people who think on your behalf, like Zimbabwe. There are many people who think on behalf of Zimbabwe. So let me give the link so that we, the last 15 minutes, we see who wants to say something. And apart from giving you advice, which they can do, but they would rather we close this show now.
Let's see if someone is coming. If you want to come, guys, come and ask the questions. Make sure you ask, I answer, then we go.
All right.
Para pane lupo ya ngeri para hapa. The lupo was simple. Simba
Okay.
if they put me in a word, look run away. So the only way for me to do Rome was to keep running away. Kutoka bondisa ni, kutoka to section one. Kutoka to garabani, watching it ya that bomb. And I clip one now, that bomb. Yeah, now I'm eating, I'm here, I can go out smoking. That's good. Any guest here?
Let's see whether there's any guest. Not yet. Not yet. So I guess Rimad Robert says, take care, Mukoma Masimba. I think the conversation is limited to people feeling sorry for you and pretending to be your advisor, and yet they are not doing anything to advance your interest.
Mm.
So how do we get Zimbabweans to aid? I've shared the link, Chenjerai Ngwarati. I've shared the link, but I don't know why Shepard is not able to get it. If you want to join, the link is there. You can check on my Facebook page to find it. How do we get Zimbabweans to aid? I've shared the link. Chenjerai Ngwarati. So, the link is there. So I think we have that. As long as he has access to his phone, social media, there is no road to recovery. What interest needs to be advanced, Vamawere? There is a bigger conversation. Masimba, you seem to have another echo there.
No worries, I'll fix it up. Thank you.
All right. The interest is perhaps Tembi, what we need to discuss. And we can discuss that at an appropriate time. And he is there. Okay. There is Mshanamure.
Yeah, that one I like it.
Okay.
I'm also looking for landlord in the senior. I'm also looking for senior.
All right. So
Hello.
the link is not working for phones.
Me,
Okay, go ahead.
uh, uh, hello, Mukoma.
Yeah.
Mukoma Masimba, how are you?
Good things. How are you, my brother? Long time. How are you doing?
It's been a while. Though we are now meeting in unfortunate circumstances, I'm wishing you a speedy recovery.
Thank you very much.
Um, I mean, my view, as I've always said, in my comment section, is that I think it is very difficult for us to see you in this state.
Hold on. Are you gonna get a pen and the paper? I wanna write something down. Okay, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, I'm saying it's very difficult to see you in this state. You are someone who has always been around, sharing what you can, my jokes and everything. In short, most people enjoyed your presence on social media, knowing that your well-being is okay, you are safe and healthy. Now, it is very
Shana,
painful.
can you please speak for yourself, my brother? Let's forget about many people. I'm talking to you right now, my brother. Let's not make a
That's
mistake.
fine. That's fine. I'll use myself as an
Mhm.
example. It was very difficult to see some of the live streams where you were being shown in a very difficult situation, going through very difficult things. In my view, Saka, you know, uh, I am one of those people who have criticized Mutuma for giving you access to social media, um, giving us a rundown of your condition. So for me personally, it was very difficult to watch. I know vanhu vanogona kuti, well, you've got the choice or option yekuti usaone, but as a fellow brother, someone who I've often spoken to, communicated with, it was very hard seeing you in that state. So I support people. Vanoti, it's not right. Mutuma is doing it. Mutuma would be saying, we can learn lessons from your experience. I take a different view to that. I think you need to recover. You need to stay away from social media for a bit until you get to that point where you're now recovered. You come back and we have Mukoma Masimba back. Muchita magodi penyu or izalo, whatever it is that we knew you for. And I think that is my view on this. It is an open platform. It is life. The people will come with different views, and I think that's fine. What
Okay, I'm
what
gonna
I
answer your
think
brother.
is
I'm gonna answer my brother, Mshana. Number one, I totally disagree with you. I'm the boss and I'm in charge. Okay? Mushana, I met you here at Mchunga. That's where I met you. Long back. Then I engaged with you. Right? Then again today, you're telling me Mutunga Mawere, why are you aiding Masimba Palai? Yet I met you here. Brother, on that one I disagree. Number two, you are now telling me what to do. Masimba, leave Facebook. Who are you to tell me what to do? Telling your boss, go deeper. The true spirit of Zimbabwe.
mm,
To leave Facebook. No, you can't. You have tried, maybe, to block me because I got blocked several times. But here in Mawere, no one will block me. That's why I came here. Right? Are you understanding? I'm trying to secure my book now. My book, if I do it outside, I've lost many videos now.
Mm-hmm.
By now, then I call them a crypto essay, that will produce a series of data. But I lost those videos. People like my wife, people like you complained, right? Thinking you're helping me. Yet I don't even need your help. Why can't you wait for me to say I want your help? And I lost my Facebook. I've lost a lot of content. That's what a joke. Right? By now, I should be sitting down. Right now, I was busy looking for my KTV video where I'm trying to make cartoons for the kids, for Zimbabwean kids. Because I'm an IT guy too. But I've lost all my videos. Can you see? Yet I'm trying to help you. Can you see? People like you. Right now, I should be. Mr. Mawere, I've done a lot of videos from Zufana Keda. Beautiful videos. I was going to now try to link them, make them do a story. Because they block my Zimbabwean people. They do when they see something that they don't know, they don't want to learn about it. They saw me depressed. They saw me homeless. They didn't want to learn about it. Then they rush in front to block my Facebook. And who's the loser? I've lost. Then I choose my way because here it's a registered page. It's a corporate thing. There's no can take my videos away. Then they follow me here again. They say, Mawere, why you give us platform? Mr. Bashana, last point for you. He said it's good to see in an unfortunate situation. My brother, when you show up, go to go away. Okay? And that's what it said. Now to see it's an unfortunate in an unfortunate situation. Over the shore. My brother, here will make you straight. Okay? This is my idea. My to have the boss. All you can do, you can offer suggestions. Don't demand. Okay? Don't tell me what to do. Ask, suggest. Let's work together then. That's my answer for now. Thank you. Let's move on. That's the question. Well, Mutuma, what you ask?
No,
Mutuma,
lingi kushati
Masimba,
vari
you
kutaura
are
havana network.
definitely entitled to that opinion and that view, and I respect that. But Wanaka, you are the one who's in hospital. Hospital avango admit vanhu for no reason. And so what I am saying, you might not like it, but I'm truly saying what I'm saying because I care. I do not benefit by seeing your videos being destroyed or which block one. I shouldn't pay any benefit whatsoever. You might not like what I'm saying, but in indrukuudza chokwadi chandinobhilivha kuti zvinhu zvingakubatsira, and it's entirely up to you to take it or to leave it, and I appreciate that. So I came here to give you my honest opinion, and I don't think what Mutumwa Mawere is doing, giving you this platform, tichikuona, which is safa, ndichikuona which is safa, ndichikuona which is struggler. Kuti zvinokubatsira in any way, it does not help you as a person in any way whatsoever. What that does is it creates other platforms on social media where people will be talking about what they have seen, what's going on, and it might come back to affect you, or it might not. Who knows? But in general, when you need to concentrate on your recovery, sometimes you need to cut off things that fuel your condition. And social media is one such platform. And many other things that you probably have talked about yourself when you said, drugs and things like that. So that you're on your way to recovery. And I think that's a very, very big step that you have taken. And I would like to support that. It might not be physical support, but just by giving my word, and sharing what I think and sharing my truth, I think that's the only thing I can do.
so basically, you're offering support. You're offering to help me. I never asked you for help, my brother. So no, thank you. I'm fine. Okay. When you need your help, I'll look for you, my brother. At this stage, I don't need your help. I'm busy with my book. I'm looking for my mother. At this stage, no, thank you. I don't need your help. Thank you very much.
Okay. So that's all I
Yes.
have to share. And that's what I wanted to say.
I'm just going to show you my point. You know what I'm saying this to you? Because you and I, we both met here, right? So it's like, to me speaking now, my way is my mentor. That's why I came back here, to my mentor, right? I'm here in my mentor. When you met me, then you ask me, what are you doing here? Then you're talking nonsense. You say nonsense about good people. Nonsense.
Yeah, but
Mr. Mawere,
Masimba, when I met you, you were not in the hospital. You were were
yes,
not in the
you make
hospital.
it
You
by
were not
then.
going through what
By
you're
then.
going through now.
Simple. When you make me, that was then. Now you make me in the hospital. So what? What's wrong with that? I'm still the same as Simba, right? I'm fine. I'm doing well. I never wanted to come to hospital. It was teachers us to bring me here. Right? They said, Tenders, I respect you because you know what? Tenders, if you step back me and push me to the hospital. You want to step in front of me and tell me what to do. Move away from the front. Don't walk over the I'm the boss. You come from a shuro and push me where you want me to go. I'm the boss.
All
I'm
right,
in charge. Need for you
all right.
purposely because Taiwan Tesa Kamawere, Katrina student, Sakamawere, who is your better student today? Simba Oro, Mukoma Wangwa, Mshana,
I
Mawere.
no, it's I
Uh,
wish you a speedy recovery.
Hold on. It's no
But
time for tablets. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Good morning,
le-
good morning.
let
Hold on.
me let me also say something.
Hold on, Mawere. It's time for medication now. Just 2 minutes. Hold on, Mishana. I asked the question, Mawere. Who is your best student as of today? Masimba or Mishana? You as the teacher. Because wakati class kwako. Kuna report here today. I want my report. Me or Mishana. Hold on. So this tablet, what is that tablet? It's how you calm down. How come this gentleman here, he's just here, you never greeted me, you just look at me like I'm a damn man? What kind of professionalism is that? You're supposed to say, good morning, say. What is your name, say? What is your name? My name is Christian. Christian is the next, number one, because you look African like me. I want to teach you, okay? Yeah. Don't just come and stand up like, smile. Good morning, say, how are you this morning? You have to greet the person first. Even if I smile, you won't see me. But just your body language, you're more like a, like a security, like you're not fighting, you know? You're dealing with me here. I was about to punch you. I was like, who's this guy here? Next time, when you're dealing with people like me, exactly, I can see. You know why? Because I could see you came with someone, you want the security, right? Because I could see the way you're standing there. My brother, next time, it's better when you're dealing with people like me, right? When the doctors are saying, Simba, you need the brain scan. And I tell the doctor, the brain is fine. So I'm fighting doctors too. So when you come and you stand in front of me like that, my brother, be careful. You're supposed to stand behind here because you want to secure here, okay? People like me, my brother, I'm not being arrogant. I'm just trying to share with you my feedback to you. Otherwise, I want to say thank you and good morning and how are you? So that tablet, what is it for? Mawere kuja kupiga wapili mapuri ndio na hata ni mpuri za nne savite kutakuja kata mzingi anyway what does it do this tablet? I don't want you to give me things which make me stop to see the prime minister today. No, prime minister is eating, but prime minister you come to see him. Did you call him? No, I haven't got his mobile phone. But yesterday they told me to call the office of the prime minister. I want them here. Anyway, I'll talk to them. Thank you very much, girls. Thank you. Let me push. Okay. Good night. So what is the name of the tablet? It's how you slowly make sure you clear things into what is the name of my sister the nurse is watching? What is the name of the tablet? The name? Diaspora. Yeah, Diaspora. No, Diaspora. Diaspora. No. You had that before. Diaspora. No. What is it? Diaspora. You have that before. In Zimbabwe, I'm told this tablet for people with mental issues. No. Are you sure? Because I don't want to go dumb here. If I go dumb here, I'll sue you. I'll make you straight. I recorded my video here. There was a video. You have a lifetime before. Because I challenge all the doctors here. They're like, okay, Simba, sit down. We're going to call the prime minister. Okay, thank you. That's all right. Thank you. I'll drink it and I'm on camera. If I go dumb, hey, I will sue you people. My brother, I'll just talk to you, okay? I know. Because they're African. Right? I saw you before. You never greeted me. I said, okay, I'll make you straight to show you I'm the boss. Hey, where you from, brother? Yeah, I'm from South Zondo. Where are you from? Are you from Jersey? I'm from Malawi. Atimwene, Muriwanji. Atimwene, congratulations, Atimwene. Your country, new president, Atimwene. Atimwene. Oh, kunyumba kuli bwino. Oh, wife yang Atimwene, Zambia. Yeah, to Chichewa tribe. Yo, that's beautiful. Very good in bed. You know, check it.
But you know, I'm from exactly.
Where you from?
In Malawi. I'm from Congo.
Oh, Congo. Dambo, Papa.
Yes.
Muzuri, Papa.
Oh, look at you.
Can I ask you a question? Just for fun.
Yes.
So, are you Malawi?
No, I'm not Malawi.
What
I'm from Malawi.
So, what are you?
I'm Congolese.
What makes you say you're Congolese?
Huh? What?
Why do you say you're Congolese? Why do you say you're Congolese?
Why I'm a Congolese?
Yep.
Because I was born there. But I started in Malawi.
So, are you telling me everyone was born in Congo is a Congolese. I was born in Congo too. But then I grew up in Zimbabwe.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So I'm a Congolese.
You're Congolese.
But I don't speak Swahili.
You know what? If you are from Congo, you get born here in Australia, you become Australian.
Before you finish your work, I want to have a debate with you, okay? I want to debate with you. My brother, thank you very much. I was just talking with you, okay? I want to debate with you about identity. I think you are just a human being. Thank you. Follow me on Facebook, okay? Mukoma, Masimba. Simba the boss. You too, Ness. You have to follow. I'm writing a book on Facebook. Okay? That book, you have to follow, please. Simba's book with a solution for coronavirus.
Simba.
Yeah, I'll give you the Facebook link before I go.
Okay.
Then you're gonna pay $30 for the whole year subscription, and you watch it for Simba for free.
Oh, really?
And tell your kids, Uncle Simba is gonna be on the camera. I'm gonna bring their shows there. Okay? Thank you, Ness. Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Then if you can just close the curtains, you know what? I'm talking to my other girlfriend.
Oh, that's perfect.
If she wants to go naked on the camera, so close the curtains. Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. You see, I'm the boss. I'm in charge. I don't know Musanari Pira. But when I ask the question, who is your better student? You, but you're the teacher. Musanara Boripa.
No, Mshana is gone.
Okay, but give us the report. Mushana, the can't join you away after Mushana was already there. Mushana was more participating than me. As of today, my way, BFA teacher, I want my results based on Masimba, get us Mushana. What's your take on what we did, what we learned?
When we started, Masimba, Mukoma Masimba, and Mushana Murefu, we're talking about building a community around a problem. And the problem was literacy, understanding what is not understood, what is fact, what is fiction. And we went through SMM, and I had a discussion with Mushana. I even met him for the first time after Facebook in South Africa. And I was saying to him, Mukoma Masimba has understood what I was saying. Mushana never understood what I'm saying because he's an expert on everything. He believes that he knows even things that he doesn't know. And when we say, let's come together so that we have shared experiences, insights, ideas, knowledge, he would rather have his own ideas. I'm here as a student as well. I've never been mentally sick. I've never been in a hospital because of any depression. But there are many things in life that could have depressed me, including the attitudes of people like Mushana, that they can treat me, they can tell me when to take off, they can tell me what is a loss, what is not a loss. They would rather not discuss anything that relates to the reality of life lived by somebody else. But they would rather tell you what to say, when to say, how to say, and why to say what you have to say. They respect nobody except themselves. They would tell you you are sick, then prescribe medicines for you. They will tell you when to sleep, when to wake up, when to be on Facebook Live. And you wonder, what are they doing on Facebook to notice you? We have more than 7 billion people in the world. While we are doing something, others are doing something else. So if I were to take you as a student, I would say you have gotten a distinction for understanding the human mind and why.
Yes, Sabina. Hey, there is Sabina Mawere, Sabina Gawe, the Pururuze. I got a distinction from Mr. Mawere. I was certified and endorsed. is one of the best students. Sabina we have a camera to put them. Go ahead, Mr. Mawere.
So when you came, you were accusing me of having stolen money. When I asked you, how did I steal the money? You said, I know you externalized $18 million. And I said, if I externalized it, where was the money? How can you externalize something that is not even in Zimbabwe? How can you draw water when the well is dry? How can you be accused of stealing something that is not in Zimbabwe?
Go deep on that.
And you took notice of that and said, let me go deeper and establish the fact. If you call anyone on your show who is connected to the government, they will tell you the same story, but they will run away from proving it. Professor Moyo said the same. I said, give us the V11s.
And he kept quiet.
George Naramba said the same thing. I said, give us the V11s.
Yes.
Mushana, when he got the facts, he disappeared. He doesn't want to engage on facts. So he is, Mushana does not want to talk about the rotten government in Zimbabwe. Why leave Zimbabwe and go to the UK, but your brains are still in Zimbabwe? You want to talk about Mbuyane Anda? You want to talk about that? So this is the problem. We have too many experts on social media, on Facebook, who will tell you what to do with your time, who will tell you who you are, instead of respecting who you are.
Go deep on that. Go deep on that. Go deep.
What is the difference with apartheid?
Yeah.
When whites call another human being a lesser human being, just
Go
because
deep
they
on that.
think they know.
Go deep on that.
But I said to Mushana, let's build community power so that's not Saurana. We can talk to each other. We can level at each other. We can talk to the person, not to become a high-yield person. You know what a high-yield person is? Somebody who is short in thought and who gets shoes to increase the height of thinking.
Please repeat a point.
These are the high-yield people who come here to tell you how to live your life because they are standard in their thinking. So they take artificial height of thinking. And they abuse it here because they think they know better. They think everybody is delusional. They think they are the smart, exceptional people. They got the brains. They got the understanding better than anyone else. When you talk about Zimbabwe, in their little heads, they have captured what Zimbabwe is. Can you imagine a mind between 2 years telling you that they know what?
Excuse me, Mdara. Excuse me, Mdara. Mdara, chizuka Mdara. Mdara. Mushana kananga alipo ngazoke futi anofana kudzidza one or two things here. The only challenge that Mushana I want to tell you I want to tell you to stop Facebook. I want to tell you to get back to better. But I ask you that I know what I want. Right?
But we started together on this 1873.
Yes, I was there and I'm trying to tell my students then. Right? Then I said, I'm going to fight for Zimbabwe. That's when I left you. Right? I'm back again.
Yeah. So
I think there are
people who don't know the history. They think I knew you yesterday. I didn't know Mushana yesterday. I didn't know Signor yesterday.
Look, Dara, who's the Signor Pan? You know why? I don't need to
Tembi said, why 1873? Now we are talking, Tembi. It's better to listen to others. Why 1873? Why C to C? Why $30? Can I join? Yes. And Donald has been insulting me since we started. Donald Ndarea Sakala insulting me as if I'm delusional, as if I don't know what I'm talking about. How come some people want to have high-heeled shoes of thought, as if all of us are not thinkers? Then somebody says, Sharon, Mawera Apiwa, Diazepam, Rake Here, he really needs it. This is the kind of mindset. Back and guys, maybe this is the normal Masimba. Maybe this is Angori. We started with Mukoma Masimba throwing stones. And today he says, okay, I have learned something. I have learned something. And Mushana Muref is back. Let's hear him.
Welcome back, Mushana.
Maybe this is Angori.
Mushana, wait. Let me get a pen.
Right. Okay. Right. Somebody with a background. It's Mushana. Mushana is back. Let's hear him.
Okay. So
I think
maybe this is Angori.
right. You see.
Okay, Mushana, who is okay. Hello, Tendes. Good afternoon.
Hello.
I think Mushana has got another device. Hello. Okay, Mushana, who is okay, there's a lot of devices that are in the background.
Is that much better? I don't know.
Now we are talking. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first off, this is really something that I would have loved for us to do outside these circumstances. So I'm putting this as a disclaimer to say my personal preference would have for us to have had this conversation outside these circumstances. But however, as usual, and this is what I always say and I always argue against when it comes to you, is that not every situation is an opportunity to take advantage of. We have to be sensitive of certain things, right? And in this case, this is about Mukoma Masimba's recovery. Now,
but
I gave my opinion.
Let me
finish.
What?
Let me finish.
Are you the judge here? You are saying
Let
that
me. That's why I said I gave my.
I'm taking advantage of somebody who is here. Talk to him. Call him a fool. Call him a sick man. And you are the one who is sane. Talk to him. Who am I to tell somebody?
So let me finish. Instead of putting words in my mouth, let me say what I have to say. And what I was saying.
You have been doing this all over. You think I'm an idiot?
But you're now speaking on top of my voice. We will end up shouting. Let
Okay,
me finish. Yeah. So all I'm simply saying is there's a time and place for everything. So when I came in, you had invited people to come and say what they think regarding that issue to Mukoma Masimba. And that is exactly what I did. I gave my opinion on the matter. And now you start accusing me of knowing everything, of trying to control everything.
But he's here. He has answered you. Can't you accept his answer?
And I did, and I left, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
but
said,
you are back again. You are back again telling me.
I'm back again because of you. You challenged me, okay? You started talking about issues to do with SMM. You started talking about externalization. And then you said, when I got the facts, I ran away.
Which is true.
It's not true, Mutuma.
What did you do? When you know the facts, what did you do?
Listen, let's go step by step. Right?
Okay.
First and foremost,
I'm sorry.
you are accused.
I'm sorry. Okay, Mshana. Okay. Sekutanga, right? Inini ndina kutanyitaji at the moment, right? Remember background. So Mshana, I'm gonna ask you to speak. What pesa? What I finished. Mawere is gonna answer you. But Mshana, ukada a question, make sure you are directing to me, and I'll answer you. But Mshana, remember, nakati kwa Mawere mulwese. So be very, very careful. Mshana, you start your question to Mawere. Mawere is quiet. But wakati zungu panapa, because kwa Mawere ndo chibaba chiri pala ndi chimdala chije pa Facebook. Pala kakutaurira pala mai kuzizwa. Let's test him today now. Tine chidala chiri china baba were pa Facebook. He's our father. So Mshana, don't be emotional. Ndara ite is. Mshana, itanga your first question. Tiny order, man. Let's organize. Let's be organized, not organized. What is your first question, Mshana? The last time we looked here, I'll make threat. Now we are back. If you don't change, I will make this threat too. So you can start with me or you can start with Mawere. What do you want?
Right. Mukoma Masimba, I think the things that I needed to say to you, I said. And I would safely say I made my peace with what I wanted to say. Now, I came back.
I came back. What you said. Did you get? Yes, thank you. Come back. Let's talk.
I came back to respond to Mutuma, who was saying a lot of mistruth about me.
So, listen. I want you to ask Mutuma your questions in numbers, with number 1, number 2, number 3, so that when he's answering you, he's going to answer number 1, number 2, number 3. That way, it's an order, right? Go ahead, Mshana. Go, Mshana. Please, I'm done with you. Take over. Anyway, it's just exchanging ideas.
Right. All I'm going to say to Mutuma is,
if your ideas
I'm quite happy to engage you regarding the issues of SMM and externalization and what my position was, in case he has forgotten. I do not believe we need to do this on this platform right now. So I just came back to say to him, do not say I ran away when I knew the facts. I've got all the facts that I think I need to respond to what he said. I did my own investigations. He gave me a lot of paperwork, a lot of documentation. So I believe, I did share with him what my view was regarding that matter. I don't believe this is the platform right now. And I just came back, like I said, to just say to him, listen, don't say I ran away. I did not run away. I responded, I engaged with you, and I continue to do so. So if he wants to have a conversation about that, I'm quite happy to engage and share what I think is the position around that, and that will be just my opinion. So he's free to disagree or to agree. You know, at the end of the day, these things were done officially in different institutions in Zimbabwe and in South Africa.
Mushana, please, before I ask Mawere, please keep quiet. Because hey, at the moment of Kuchikira, my question is actually weak. What are you trying to say? Because if Papa Chaco please be time, because you know you are bringing silly questions. What are you actually trying to say? Try to repeat again in another way.
Mukoma Masimba.
What are you trying? I want to hear it. Yep.
Mukoma Masimba, with all due respect, I did it. What I'm simply saying in simple terms is pano hapasiripo pa platform pekutaura nyaya dze-SMM nenyaya dze-externalization. Andizvo zvandainga pano.
Okay.
Anditi. So pananga ndauya ndichitaura paita invitation yekuti pane aruda here kutaura naMukoma Masimba to say something about the issue of him going on social media. And that's why I came and I gave my opinion. And you answered me back. And I respected that. And I said, well, I have nothing more to add. Zvandataura is either unozvitora kana kuti hauzvitori. And zvananga ndichiudza mutumwa, it's either he takes it or he doesn't take it. Because the platform was about that. And then when I had finished, I exited, I left. I didn't think I had anything of value to add. Then Mutumwa started attacking me, saying kuti ndakangoya ndinofunga ndoziya zvese, ndakangoya pandakawana chokwadi about what was happening ndikabva ndateaser. I didn't want to be found or to be seen. So that was incorrect, and that's why I came back. So for me, this is not the platform to be having those conversations. But I'm happy to engage.
Why?
Because this platform is about Mukoma Masimba. I did it. And I gave what I needed to give. And I'm done.
Hello. Can you hear me? Murundinzwa. I'm food. Murundinzwa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, ndaiona dangoona ndachembera ka ndaane 40 saka ndada kuona taure yenyu I'm food.
So please, I'm going to ask you. Mawera, saka mshana ucha present Sabina ndiachaita host Mawere newe. Right, ngokuti iwewe saka panapa pa platform panapa. Masimba ofana word panapa. Continue nayo your points.
Saka ndapedza inini ndanga ndangoya kuzoudza mutumwa kuti zvauri kutaura handizvoba. Anditi handina kutiza. If you want us to engage around that topic, we can. But not on this platform. That's all I'd come to say. Not to argue with him here, or to start pointing fingers here. That's not what I want to do, and I'm not going to do that because I don't think it's appropriate.
Okay, Mshana. Right. Now, before Mawera Pindura, I'm going to answer you. Then Sabina is going to take over. Sabina is just an order. The way I check about the paper. Then comment section, they're going to rate us based on the way we. So Sabina, take over.
Mukoma Masimba, I'm leaving, like I said.
Okay, please, Mr. Mushana, before you leave, please let me just come in. My brother, Mamuka Seiko, Mr. Mushana.
Hey, Mamuka Seiko.
Give me Ram Foods again.
Dini mwechete.
Jatozopesrata kutaura kana Stacy Paka panapa. Saka, I've got two questions for you. The first one is that somebody here is asking, why are you using a ghost account? No, just answer the question. Don't answer a question with the question. Why are you using a ghost account? Chete?
No preference with your communication.
Okay. The second one is, how old are you, sir, if I may ask?
In ghost years,
Yes, in ghost years.
I'm 50.
Mr. Mushana, I love you very much. When I hear your voice, my body, thank God tinevarume. But you are one of the people I actually respect in the Zimbabwean community. But tichita mskanzwa tichita malives tikaona imimi matopinda tinotombodzora mabreak. That's how much inini is going 777 Sabina Ruiz have respect for you, my brother. Pane mama lives ekuti munenge musingade ndoziva kuti munotoenda ane musoro munotouya. But can't you see that you are a typical example of an intelligent Zimbabwe who knows everything but does nothing?
I think intelligence is subjective, depending on what you want to say. But however, the doing nothing bit, I disagree with you, because I'm one person who has consistently been out here taking a lot of my time, going onto platforms, trying to be part of the solution in Zimbabwe by contributing what I think will resolve my issues in Zimbabwe. I stand for my truths and I talk about things that I believe will make us have a better Zimbabwe. And the Torema sides, based on what I believe is right and wrong. Saka andina chinu andina identity yokuti ndichazotya kuti no ningirikini zvichazondiafecta kubasa kana zvinozondiafecta kunani nani. No, that's why I'm comfortable ndiri ghost account yangu, ndinouya ndinoengage ndinotaura handitukane nevanhu, handina maproblems andinoita nevanhu. I think you have known me kuti I do not engage in any negative way. So I do that because I believe I'm contributing to a society that I would want to
thank you very much, my brother. Aiwa ipapo ndiripanzwisisa panyaya yebasa. This is why isusu vana mai Mandela tiripo pano taigona kutoitawo masocial worker pano kana kutoita madoctor, but zvakaramba saka tama ex-convict, saka we've got nothing to lose. I hear you, my brother. So when you say could you've contributed things maybe to the Zimbabwean community, obviously everybody and autozoona a tangible objective. Could you just give me one example of a tangible something you produced to help the Zimbabwean community and expressing your muscles and pushing your muscles onto the people?
Mostly as a ghost, it's mostly talking, contributing with my ideas, discussions. That's mostly what I do.
So can you see how people who are doing action, not talking, right? How they can get disappointed because you are coming and you're just lecturing, but there is nothing tangible coming out. Something chinobatika kuti Amawere managed to rock play na Masimba semwana mudiki kudzamara maprisa auya inini ndibva ndauyawo nevana veZimbabwe, and then maprisa obva amutora. That is a tangible result. So as a ghost, how do you think you would have worked better to help Masimba more than Amawere? Since you are quite, I've never known you to be like that. Since today you are not agreeing with Amawere, how do you think as a ghost you would have dealt with it? Kudzamara Masimba apinda ambulance.
Everything in moderation, Sabina. I did it. There's nothing wrong with doing your part, assisting someone with end of hospital. I don't think I'm here to say that is wrong. I'm talking about fanning his condition by providing those things that will stimulate that behavior at the expense of his dignity. That's all I'm saying.
But is it your dignity or is it Masimba's dignity?
It's Masimba's dignity, and I was answering.
So don't you think you are controlling there?
No. Tanzi opinion yang. So I didn't say you have to. I gave an opinion. You know what? I don't think this is right. And he gave me his answer. I didn't argue with him. Well, you accept it or you don't, and I left the group.
Okay, we must be ashamed of ourselves. I'm 40 years, you are 50 years, just 10 years older than me. We, as the younger generation of Zimbabwe, you especially being in the middle, right? We must be ashamed of ourselves. That murume mukuru chembere, inonzi amawere, can get up votakura zima frame yavo to help Mukoma Masimba. Saka Mr. Mufudzi, inina, I love you as a brother. I followed you muchibonda nemwana wenyu muchitiratidza yenyu muchidriver. Please, musaramwe, don't give up, because we are 16 million of us and we are in it to fix the country, and the country is not going to be fixed today or tomorrow. Imimi futi, don't change who you are. Isusuwo futi hatichinje who we are, but we will find a neutral ground kuti tikwanise kuwirirana. Yes, you can say kuti titaure ku inbox, tiri kutaura ku inbox. Isusu, we are mixing both. When it comes to me, I'm mixing drama Masimba and looking after his well-being. Saka, my brother, please don't give up, even kana kutobva palive because your input is important. But like I said, the way some people were saying kuti kushedza kwamuri kuita amawere, was a little bit degrading. Saka, some kind of respect while we move on. Of course, amawere vacho nofutika vanotaurawo futi, and you shouldn't stop. We shouldn't stop our differences to go to the what? To the common solution for us as Zimbabweans. Padiki nepadiki amfudzi ndapedza hangu ipapo.
Well, thank you, Sabina. You know what? I respect other people's views, and I it's not like I'm saying my way or the highway. So I absolutely respect that. But all I can say is, in a situation, yokuti a different way, I will not hold back. I'll come and share. But you know what? I don't think this is right. People might not agree with me, and that's fine. But at least in that tower, and as far as I'm concerned, at the moment, I don't think it's right. Kuti tinge tichi daro vanenge vari in that situation, they are facing mental issues, and I'm sure you know this, Sabina. Kuti, there's
experience.
There's a process that you follow. There's a way to handle things. You just don't do things for the sake of entertainment or for the sake that Yokuti, you know what, there's a lesson to be learned. I'll give you an example. Gynecologist chai, the fact Yokuti anenga achitarisa mukadzi kuzasuku, anotocover ne blanket. There's some dignity in it. Anotocover ne blanket. Wozviita zvine dignity. What we are doing is generally saying, what's the difference? And we don't do, this is my view. I don't think it's...
Can I just ask you one more question? Yeah, but this is not to you, but I hope you can answer on behalf of Zimbabweans, right? Personally, when I came to the social media 2008, that's when I really came, because my paper immigration problems for about 16 to 18 years, right? Like I was just alone with my family. But can I also ask you, Kuti, on behalf of Zimbabweans, if you can try and explain a little bit? Kuti, I personally think Facebook was Tetelicious, achibvisa mabhurukwa, achibvisa madhodhi. How come people of Zimbabwe didn't come up the way they've come up against Masimba?
Sabina, chokutanga, I think it's a tall order kuti ndipindurire vanhu on behalf of Zimbabwe. I can only answer for myself. You see, to know Sangana in different ways. In Masimba, I know Masimba because we used to engage Viragudara for a very long time. Here and there, would have discussion, would talk. So there is a unique relationship there, which is different from Tatelicious. I've never engaged at Tatelicious. I've never really seen my shows or been there and did it. Saka so it's very difficult to say, kuti naenda opinion yangu Tatelicious akazita zvakati, I never even saw that clip anonzi akaita tsvino akaita wet antonoona. But for Mukoma Masimba, as a person who I know I would follow, these things are in my face.
Thank you very much, Mukoma. Please don't give up. And Inina, I love you too much, as my brother explained how much I respect you. But pane musikana anetsa panapa anonzi tendai muswe ighosti wofuta meno pamwe munenge munosangana kumakuva hanzi natendai muswe. Are you married, Jimmy?
Ndine mukadzi anonzi Peggy chipoko chongo haifenisi.
Anyway, you're African. You're allowed to marry as many wives as you can for as long as you can afford them. Pana tendai muswe apa ndati nditaure zvaari kufunga. Saka ndizvozvo Mukoma, you know,
Right.
yeah, now what I want to tell you now, yeah, this is the serious part of me. Inini, I was admitted in 2008 in a mental home. And Mukoma Masimba, what Amfudzi was saying, some of it was partly correct, but Iwo Avasatu Ovambopinda may be in a mental home as a patient. So this is how it works in a mental home. Maprisa, they'll come and take you. Vakutora, they'll admit you, but vakaona kuti you are violent, vanokuisa chijacket cheche chauno strip kwane kumashure obho watosungwa. Munochiziva chijacket ndimika munogona chirungu. Chirestrainer.
State jacket.
Thank you very much. Vakuisa ichocho, vakaona kuti you are becoming too violent. Fanga zvaita Masimba achita I killed Zimbabwe and this day akaramba achirepeat the next 5-10 minutes. Jacket not I pfekedzwa. Obva atobaiwa Jackson with the doctor's order per phone. But they are not in a rush kuti vabaye vanhu Jackson. So what they do, they take you in. I don't know how Australia is like, but in England, inyika ya Queen anyway. So I think the rules are the same. Saka vanokupa 3 days. Just to assess you. Saka Masimba ipo paari kutaura nesu ka pane tumanesu turi kutopfuura tunenge tuchinyora. My brother Mshana, I wish you knew how paranoid you even get. Uchingoona tuvarungu turi kumuvha, turi kukutarisa, ukaenda pafoni, turi kukutarisa behavior yako. Sometimes unogona kuto alter behavior yako to the point yokutotika ndiwo unotozopesera wapenga. Saka in those 3 days, they will be assessing your behavior. Ivo doctor vatopa authority mufile make kuti yes, he can have his phone. Because doctor vatomuassessa kuti phone yake haikonzere maproblem here. But remember, these people are not there for us. They are there to protect their system. Saka if they think kuti phone yaMasimba iri kunetsa, dai yatotorwa kudhara, and there is nothing he can do about it. Right now, Masimba is under arrest through a mental section, and this is section actually. Okay, Saka Masimba for 3 days akada kubuda anotosungwa back nemaprisa because he didn't go to the hospital voluntarily. Saka Masimba, yes, zvataurwa naMfudzi pakukucontrola ipapa akukucontrola. I'm not going to be the judge, but zvataurwa naMfudzi, take heed as well, because panapa hatisi kutsvaga kuti who is the most intelligent, who is the most munhu ari kubatsira, who is the most munhu ari kupa advice. So all I'm saying is Masimba akaramba achitaura kuti I killed Zimbabwe, I killed, rest in peace, my brother Patson Zamaraka. In 3 days, Dr. anogona kutaura kuti okay, I think we've seen Masimba, but tinotaura naye ari kuramba achingotaura kuti he killed Zimbabwe. That is psychosis, because you are believing, you are seeing something which is not there. So after 3 days, they would do a meeting, my psychiatrist, my psychologist, my social services, and they will say, let us inject him, because vanoona kuti muromo wake uri kuramba uchingotaura zvisina full stop. Okay, uri kuramba uchingoenda mberi. So after 3 days, they will give him an injection, and that injection, once wapiwa, they might monitor you for 3 months to 6 months. Saka mangwana or Monday, tichaziya kuti Masimba abaiwa Jackson here kana kuti hana. Saka this is the way it works. Masimba has been given the go ahead by the doctors in the hospital to have his phone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yes, but zvinhu zvamanga musingatongoziya, you know, but ndizvozvo zvamataura izvozvo ndizvozvo, you know. Saka assessment yacho inogona kusvika futi 6 months. Saka karamba ari paFacebook achitaura, vanogona kuti Facebook it's okay, but ari kuramba achitaura Zimbabwe vachingomubaya Jackson. Vakamubaya Jackson rino ireka hanzi nevamwe anobva atokanganwa neFacebook login yake kuti password chii. Akabaiwa Jackson iroro rinomunetesa rekuti haakwanise kana kutombosumudza kana one word. my brother. Saka, right now, the doctors know what they're doing. When it comes to the crowd, the truth is that we are 16 million population in Zimbabwe. And the crowd here, 324 people, we are still less, too less. Even when 5,000 views, Zimbabwe is 16 million. So I don't know why people should come and say Mr. Mawere is doing clout over 323 people. We should be saying, could 323 people out of 16 million, the rest are not listening. That's what we should be worried about. But kuti Mr. Mawere, vari kushandisa Masimba, kuti vagaine zvavo because pavaitaura zvine musoro tese taitiza. Saka titonzwira tsitsi aMawere kuti ichembere iri kushandira your brother. My brother Mfudzi. Amawere, you should be saying thank you, my older brother. Nekuchembera kwako ikoko nezimaframe vamwe vatotaura kuti vanenge vatorara pamwe vanwa mapiritsi eBP. Maona, because munogona kutokonzera mumwe munhu BP ane 65 years ozonzwa kuti aMawere vacho ndo vafa. Saka my brother, I'm very, very ashamed of you, Mfudzi. Kuti dhisi washandirwa nechembere kuchengeta munin'ina wako. That's all I can say. Saka indapedza pang. I think Masimba they are control life.
Thank you very much, Sabina. To you, Sabina, you made one very good point. Mukana and the Walinyazis, sure we shine the battle on my way. That was a very good point, Sarah. I think you agree with Sabina. She's very upset. You are in my way, they are in my way. Okay, I'll pass on Masimba on your book like you only question. This book about Simba. Right? You know the story. Masimba would eat. Mawere now you're going. Why now you're going? Because one of the other body, I'm going to pay that much. I'm going to talk about the show man company. I pay off.
Mukoma Masimba.
Right. Anyway, thank you guys. I'm leaving. Bye.
Aiwa Mfudzi.
Tinozongonyara dzimwe nguva kozi tinouya salecture akadzakatipfekera magauni ekuuniversity tofunga kuti tinotya.
Shuwa ere mushana ndonyora bhuku rangu paMawere pana bhuku rangu inyasa bali asi unoziya nyaya wakanyarara zvako. Shuwa ere Mukoma, are you my true brother? No, you are not. You are just a brother.
No, he's not. He's not you. We are not.
You are not my brother.
No, he's not. I agree.
Unoziya nyaya kushabani.
Ndo vakafurira hope ivava kuti hope aite zvekusiwa 31 July. Vanenge vachingoti kana nguva yauya ukoti waifila Masimba.
You are just a brother. I'm disappointed with you. Sabina made a very good point. Kuti shuwa ere rokunyora bhuku rako based nestoryline yaMawere kuti ndokuparira kwakaita Shabani, right? Asi mushana unoziya everything about Shabani, akagara akanyarara zvake. But I don't need Masimba. I know Masimba for his. My brother, he will make you straight. At this stage, you are just a brother. Father, tell this is a true brother. He took me to hospital. He did something. Thank you. Thank you. Done. Sabina, let's move on. Let's move on.
Aiwa, siya brother vataureka. Siya Mfudzi vataure mushana. Siya Zuva vataure. Masimba.
Let's follow the topic.
Iwawa futa hauna respect Masimba dikudze. You must respect Mfudzi. He's not a spirit just to joke about with as well. You must respect iwewe mukoma wako. Mese panapa muri two hamusi kurespecta. Imima mushana hamusi kurespecta aMawere. Masimba hamusi kurespecta mushana. Kana uchitsura munhu mukuru, tsura futi nerespect, not yekumupfekedza sketi nelipstick.
Pamusoro iyi.
Taurai. Tendizi uripo.
Ndakagara pano kwenguva yakareba chiteera nchinzwa muchitaura. Ndakutendai mese nezvamuri kutaura zviri kuenda nemafungiro nemaonero nemaitiro. Chikuru chandingada kukumbira kwamuri vane Zimbabwe ndechekuti titende Mwari vakaita kuti tibatane pakuomerwa kwamasimba, whether uri wrong kana kuti iri right. Chikuru ndechekuti Masimba amuchipatara. Dzimwe nyaya dzatingade kutaura kutsvaka nezvimwe tikutowedzera maronda pane ronda guru riripo kudhara. chandingada kutsanangura hangu sendapinda ndichakanyarara inyaya yekuti dzimwe nguva zviri nani kuti uteerere pari kutaura vanhu. Ndanzwa kupikisana kuripo, ndanzwa kusanzwisana kuripo, asi hazvinei hazvo, ndozvazvinoita ndozvinoita upenyu. Hama dzangu, ngatichibatanai, vanhu ngatibatanei pachinhu chimwe chete. Kuramba tichitukana kana kushorana kana seika marwadzo aya, ireflection yemarwadzo. Ngatigone kutsvaga rudo parurimi rwedu, tigone kutaura language imwe chete, tinzwanane, tibatane, tidanane. Mukutadzirana ukoko munotobuda chakanaka. Masimba iwewe, takaunganira iwewe Masimba. Kwenguva yakareba tichitraya kuti tiusvike pauri nhasi. Ndinofara nichikuona, ndinofara nichizwa uchitaura, ndinofara nichinyatsonzwa kuti yes, now the Masimba that we are talking about, Masimba amuenvironment inoenderana neupenyu hwemunhu, kwete upenyu hwemhuka wogara panze. Handitika, Mukoma Masimba, ndinokukumbirai zvangu kuti dzokerai paya patakawirirana, tigone kuda sei kufamba nendima. Hongu bhuku muri kunyora muchaita kuda kwenyu, asi farai nekutenda kune avo vari kubira nemi, vakakutadziraiwo chivaregereraiwo. Zvakawanda vanhu vaMwari, Sabina, ndoda kutenda.
Okay, go ahead, my brother.
Ndoda kutenda hangu kuti kumira kwawaitawo nekutaura kwauri kuitawo zviri kubatsira, asi ngatigone kutaura sei kubatana pachinhu chimwe chete kuti Masimba kupona kwake
Tenders, thank you kuti wanditenda, but can you accept kuti you are also responsible and you contributed in Masimba's mental illness?
In what sense? I don't understand what you mean.
In the sense that maZimbabweans tinoita party parufu chete but hatite party pane life.
Okay.
You were not one of Masimba's greatest followers and speak the same words of wisdom which Masimba has always preached about. But ever since Masimba has been down, you've been in communication with him. What has changed?
Sabina, I don't think you understand how much I speak to Masimba. So I will not engage in that conversation because it's a private conversation I had with Masimba.
I understand very well. What I'm trying to say is that the way we communicate now is what we should have done from day one. Kuti tisapotane because mwana anofila rejected. Iwewe, ma attenders, unotofila rejected in your page if we don't share it. All right? Unotofila rejected.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. No.
Has been everywhere encouraging us. If at all, I'm foodzi, anotenda ma platforms, evan vakawanda kufura amawere.
Well, in Angu Sabina, I'm very sorry you have got a wrong identity of the person you're talking to.
I don't have an identity. I forgave you, my brother, because I knew you were going to come round. So you're welcome. You have come round. I love you.
Yeah, but if you say to me that I'm part of I've contributed to Masimba's mental health illness, to me that's something I don't believe, because I used to speak
now we are going to the origin of the problem rather than just saying depression is real. We must ask, wait, no, Kuramba, let me just finish.
Masimba aripo tomubvunza. Masimba, ndakatanga kutaura newe pakuti wanga une depression, ndakatanga kutaura newe before. Pindura.
No, I think Tenders, what she is saying, she's talking about a bigger problem. That here I am hosting Masimba on something that is common sense. Where is Tenders hosting so that we can be relieved of this duty? Where is that we are organizing people so that we can take this to another level and solve a problem? Sabina is saying all the things that we are doing, there is no solution. Masimba has to come back. But if you look at Mushana and Masimba, they were students on the same radio station together. But today Masimba says, I've learned something, that what is real is not real. And this is a big lesson to Masimba. Whereas Mushana says, even after learning, he would want to still argue with the facts that are there, not introducing new facts. We have known Mukoma Masimba's condition. Today,
Mawere,
no, I'm saying
Mawere.
she's not criticizing you. Don't take
Let me
it.
answer you. No, let me answer something. When somebody says you have contributed in Masimba's mental health illness, not a way.
Zorotese a contributor because his condition, like condition in Zimbabwe, we are all contributors. If we don't, we keep it in the closet. We are already chitama private conversations. We are already keeping
No. Amawere, baba, amawere, nzweza tukutaura. Zvanzi naSabina, 10 days iwewe, uri umwe wevamwe vakawedzera kurwara kwepfungwa dzamasimba. Wanga uripi pamashure apo wakazama kutaura nezuro nekuti Masimba akurwara? Ndomataro aita neshona yakadzika chaiyo, ndomataro zvaita. Inini ndakabvunza Masimba kuti ndaimukoma Masimba, ndakatanga kutaura nemi 3 weeks ago here tane makore tichitaura. Yes or no?
You know, Tendency, there are people who are pointing a finger at me right now.
Kombere yapindure kaMasimba naye baba. Regai Masimba apindure.
Okay, I'll ask you another question. Tendency.
Imbomirai Masimba apindure
follow pa platform ya Amawere as well.
Ndokukumbira umbomira kubvunza mwe mubvunzo Masimba apindure.
Masimba yes hanzvadzi yangu Tendency. We are fixing the country. We love each other.
Masimba apindurewo mubvunzo wandabvunza tozoenda kumberi. Masimba ndakatanga kutaura newe nekuti wapinda munjodzi here kataitaura before that.
Tendency nemina pane mubvunzo wekuti kana niona kuti mubvunzo wacho womboona kuti Tendency, I want to say thank you so much. You took me to the hospital. You played a role on my personal level, right? Part of Amawere, I'm coming here on a commercial level. Those are two different things, right? I told you again this morning. Tendency, Amawere was saying nako because I wasn't with CC. The only person who could try that was what Amawere is either blast season. But now, when I remember Shamwa Mushana. So what does it mean? I'm going to look for Mushana inbox so that we might plan a show together from away. They're going to split the banana. Come away to Tendency, all I can do is just to watch like other people. Because this is too deep for you. For you want to open your personal okay?
I understand the boss. I didn't like the insult. Kuti ndakawedza kuti upenge indaimira newe kuti usapenge. Wazinzwa? Sabina uyu akazokumbira ruregerero. Anga akandibloka Sabina uyu handiti. But inini, I'll thank you Sabina because it gives me more strength kutenda Mwari. Kuti at least nyika yeZimbabwe onai zviri kuitika pamusoro painyika. Chitswisisai kuti nhasi tine mumwe wedu Mukoma Masimba. Masimba ina I'm not going to drop you at any given time. It's a task ndakapora Mwari. Ndikaona uchitambura iwewe handigona kuguta. Ndikaona Sabina achitambura handigona kuguta. Ababa Mawere ndikaona achitambura handigona kuguta.
Sorry Tendency, sorry to disrupt here. Ndakungobuda again because pane munhu afona saka volume yangu kunoku yashoma. Mr. Mawere, please can you send me the link but through my WhatsApp?
Right.
I can't hear you guys. Can you do that, Mr. Mawere?
Sabina?
Thank you. Okay.
Sabina. Aluna.
No, Sabina is gone.
Sabina, pana papa Mawere manje. Sabina, pana do $30 per year to be a member. Kueda kwanata kuita pasho yangu pana papa. Sadoko kuita favor. Ikutokuoneka kuti iwewe Sabina ndire paMawere panapa. If you want to participate here, you have to pay $30 to the member. If you don't pay $30, stay in comment section. Okay? Tendency mbona wami. Kuti wanatokuoneka paMawere pano ndakwakubasa kwangu. Tendency kwandinobva neoko ndokumba kwangu. Iwe uri pano kumba kwangu. Na Sabina. Here, naenda kubasa. I'm writing a book here. Book rangu lopa tip. When I look at myself, ndapera. That's exactly what Zimbabwe looks like. That's exactly what Shabani Machel looks like. So since I'm trying to fix up myself, why not fixing up Zimbabwe again and Shabani Machel again at the same time? That's all I'm doing right now. Because all I have, I just have a phone with one button. That's all I have. So I'm
Don't
fixing
worry,
my
Masimba. Don't worry, Masimba. Iwowo, it's only a matter of time because I'm watching you too. Okay?
when I'm talking
Tendency, I do apologize if I have insulted you, but it's better I tell you than to be quiet. Masimba, it's only a matter of time. Tichakubata futhi. It's only a matter of time. Saka if you think you are playing us panapaka, tichakubata futhi. Saka vanhu vari kutaura kuti tendency gara kumateresi pamalive hazvisi raw to help Masimba. No, 10 days atoriwo necalling yake.
Yes.
Hapana munhu anofanira kurambidza munhu kuva pamalives kunze kwaZuckerberg. Iye Tendency atoriwo necalling kake, and we are going to carry on supporting Tendency. Tichiteererawo zvaari kutaurawo kunonzi conversation with Tendency. If we disagree, tinongo-disagree. But zvekuda kutaura kuti Tendency siya Facebook, hazvisi zvako zvepamalives. Amawere vane calling yavo, ivo amfudzi vane calling yavo, naiye Masimba. Saka it's not for us kuti tiudze vanhu kuti siya Facebook, because tese tikangofanana, what is the point of all of us being alike? Handiti kana life yacho inoboa.
Sabina, what's your point? What this is a very deep. You have to put your point out. What is your point? What was your point?
I was just responding to the comment section, because imima hamusi connect on comment section. Munotoi ignore kunge vana kunge stepmother, kunge ma step kids, but ndiri kutoverenga ma comments avo. Saka itaiwo muchiverenga ma comments tichishandira pamwe. We're not only 4 of us, Tete.
Sabina, okay?
Oh yeah.
Look, question 1. Are you able to keep quiet for 2 minutes? It's not that. That's 2 minutes.
I can keep quiet for days, darling.
Thank you very much. Okay, listen carefully. He offered the help. I never asked for help. Why? According to this, Braz does not look poor. Braz was diagnosed with depression, Australia. To Zimbabwe, Braz was not. That's fine. What help do I need from Tenders? In fact, I want you to guide me by life young, personal life young. Then that page I have value. Like people like my wife and other Zimbabweans. Black Masimba, I don't want to road. I don't want to block. But the same people, when they watch American gangster movie, they watch American when they smoke and weed the road. Yeah, they pay money for that. It's Simba doing it. Block. Even my wife. But my wife, when you know I'm not busy, she does not even understand what you want. I want to go on the streets and learn life on the streets. It's just a choice. Right? Block Masimba, I think it's a block. By the way, the whole blog I've lost a lot of content. A lot. Now looking at a book now. Right? Don't talk about not angry, look at the chapter now. And it's not content. And you see, sometimes I've learned the lesson. When you say you love someone, when you try to help someone without asking that person, you are not helping. Just because you love me, you want to stop me Facebook. That's what you help. And yet I'm telling you, Facebook is my only weapon I need at this stage. Because I'm writing my book. So a toolbox young. This is my toolbox. This is my workshop. To my video, to my spanners. You put a book down. Anyway, that I don't care. I will make up another plan. Right? What can I do? Zimbabwe is down. Simba is down. But my best friend, that one, is also down in Shabani. I mean, directly good news. You would repeat that Shabani story. You would Zimbabwe, many, and certain people come out together. So I'm in hospitals. Simba won't take it done. Because Zimbabwe, I'm already trying to get in. And I'm at the table, I'm going to go to right now, I'm also waiting for the Prime Minister to come here. I'm trying. At the same time, so it means the Geneva 4. Shaban, Zimbabwe, Simba, Australia. All those 4 things, both content that I'm only using my brain. So all I'm doing here, I'm just connecting the dots. I try to attack Australia to Zimbabwe, try to bring Zimbabwe to Australia. That's what I'm trying to do. You know what I would connect my dots. So this is my book. What is the purpose of the book? I'm looking for my mother. So my mother is in New Zealand. Whose mother is it? Zimbabwe is my mother. Oh, what are you doing? I'm fighting for you people, but I'm not warning. Right? But if you listen, you're gonna pass. I'm actually fighting for you. Example, I pick a loop with Australia. Kadapita mistake iri kuaustralia takanogara pamba paya pambuya paya pane wana 3 hapana order pane china. Why can't you Mnangagwa just come on the video simba wakadi ugara zvakanaka ndivati baba ndakapiwa kugara mai yekusudha anogara pambapa ndokatogara but Mnangagwa chiona mapitipo abvunza ambassador wekusendi kusii vana ava vachigara pamba pakadai because inini kose not inini or when you look after them. So that means Mnangagwa ane power to also challenge Australia. It's simple but mawere shamari gwiwa pano mawere nyaya yako yazati tadzikise kuti tina masa achiri mupenyu you can face mawere palive woita debate chapaimba chakatorwa sei then that message iri kushaura kuti Zimbabwe is reforming. Australia is also changing. Simba is also changing. But I'm not
Masimba, please, ndapota usatambe nepfungwa dzedu kunge tiri vana vekucrash. Handitika Temba Muliswa akauya panapa wakadi kumuudza zvauri kutaura izvi.
I'm aware. For this stage, I'm the boss. I'm in charge.
Ndati Temba Muliswa akauya panapa wakadi kumuudza zvauri kutaura izvi because like I told you I'm your acquaintance but iniwo futi I'm after you. Urunzwa. Saka iwe ndiudze kuti
this is my show. I'm the boss. I'm in charge. Sabina must be dropped. Okay? Sabina ane personal yake na Temba. Anataka budanana. She wants me to speak about the personal. I can't do that. Okay? That is a personal story. You have to find a way to go to Temba. I'll give you Temba's number, Sabina, and talk to Temba. I don't do personal things. Here I'm doing my book. Okay? Tell us me wrong. She won't make it. Number wrong. Okay? Right? I'm away. Sabina's asking me, why did you check comments? I told all these people who comment. For me to be your friend, you have to pay $30 to be a member here. Right? So that I can start to engage with you. I'm still trying to put structures here. You see, I'm even struggling with it. But what I can say to you for now, if you really want to talk to me right now, or call me, you have to be a member here. Can you see? What if I was stupid or a baby? I was saying, pay me money and call me. No, I don't do that. You pay for membership here. When you pay your money, bring your ideas, bring your shows here. We are trying to build a community here, but you need to pay $30. Thank you very much.
Okay, I think okay, let's wind up. We've gotten the issue that we wanted to do.
Okay, Mr. Mawere, can Masimba just answer me the question? Kuti Temba Muliswa was here, vakataura zvavanutaura, why didn't he pass this message kuna Temba Muliswa?
No,
just ask him.
Can I?
Let me answer it. I'll make it straight, simple. Temba because I invited Temba for the sake of my book, not for Nyayako. Next time, jump for Nyayako. Done.
Listen, darling. Temba Muliswa is closer to Mnangagwa, right, than any of us here. Saka isusuda kuona kuti wo uri kuti shusha panapa here kana kuti you mean what you say. Pana Temba Muliswa waingoti yes say licking his ass. Why is it that you are kuti shusha? Please, Mirai say, let me hear who communicate Dr. Asatambaya Jackson, because Jackson is going to come. Kana munar kutamba nesu, because comment section is also right. Kuti Masimba wenyu ari kutopenga emsina kumupa platform.
No, can I also
say usina kufunza Temba Muliswa iwe Masimba?
Can I also give you my side of the
No,
story?
because at least keep us straight, one thing at a time. Let's not solve 3 things in one go. One thing at a time. Masimba, answer the question. Temba Muliswa pangari panapa. Say usina kutaura tudautaura na Mnangagwa. You he's the one who is close to Mnangagwa.
Sabina. There's a reason why I come there inside Panama. Temba and not much time. I can't go just for a minute, but do 5. Okay? Next time, jump there. Okay? Unu go ripo iwo Panama. Ubo karoto madara uba the $30 I go to a member of it. Okay? Get to jump there Temba next time. Next show I'll do the show Temba when not Temba 3.
Listen, just answer the question. I didn't ask you kutumufone Temba kana share the Temba, okay? I'm asking you Temba paangari panapa 5 days ago. Why didn't you tell him kutudautaura na Mnangagwa? Why is it that wakanyarara but waitaura nishe Zimbabwe before Temba auya? Why didn't you use that opportunity? Because panapa pana munu ari close kuti anga kushedzera Mnangagwa panapa. saka hatingauyi panapa toda kuteerera munhu ari kutaura kuti shedza yamunangagwa iwe wakapiwa opportunity yekuti utaure naamunangagwa through Temba Mliswa.
No,
Why didn't you tell Temba Mliswa that you want to speak to Amnangagwa? Just answer that particular part.
Temba Mliswa, but the agenda yakawira panapa. It was a different story by then. But right now, answering Temba, nakuda Mnangagwa. So nakuda mutaka kuti Temba, I want to take Mnangagwa. So thank you for that. Already, I didn't know he's connected to Mnangagwa. Now I know through you.
Listen, I'm not a fool, okay? Saka, is he not some minister or some honorable something in Zimbabwe?
He's a prime minister, MP.
Listen now, okay? And shada zvandoda kutaura zvichazozvitaura pachapter. Tapa chapter ani Mukoma Masimba?
People hospital chapter today.
That it's chapter and hospital chapter. Okay, all right. Saka ndakusira Mr. Mowere ndanzwa zvataura ndakaita ngobvunza zvaTemba Mliswa kuti why, but thank you very much. Tichazoonana pa next chapter. Ndaida kutaura something Mr. Mowere to you.
Yeah, I just wanted to give you another view.
I found Jesus and I can bring Jesus on live to speak to Masimba because Masimba kutaura spirit. Like I found Jesus. Chet. Do you believe that I found Jesus?
I don't. I can't.
Do you believe that I found Jesus?
If you say so, then that's the truth.
No, but do you believe?
I don't know what Jesus looks like, so for me to know you found him.
Okay, Masimba, you said kuti where you speak to God, and did it?
Sorry?
You said kuti where you speak to God, yeah?
No.
What did you say before?
I was sent by God.
You were sent by God. So are you ready to speak to Jesus?
Very ready, 100%.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, it's like our range kuti uzotaura na Jesus. And Mr. Mawere, I was going to do a live today, so I'm not going to do a live zvangu because tiri kushandira pamwe tineka life as well besides social media. I'm very sorry, Mr. Mawere. I just wanted to find a few things kubva Mukoma Masimba. Saka inini I'm trying to contact Jesus. Ndamutumidzira message Jesus wacho, but Jesus, I don't know why he's not responding. Ndoda kuti Jesus auye kuzotaura na Mukoma Masimba. Tinasonzwa kuti zviri papa. Saka, thank you very much, Mr. Mawere.
No, yeah, I just wanted to get your attention on one thing, yeah, Temba. You remember Temba was fired from ZANU-PF. And when we started the radio station, it was Temba who was featuring with Mukoma Masimba. I don't know that Mukoma Masimba remembers that.
Mm-hmm.
And
featuring vaka-actor movie, vai-feature film.
I feature what's wrong with Zimbabwe? What kind of future do we need?
Saka vaitaura vese like face to face here pa Facebook or what?
No, it was on the radio. Temba Achitwa interviewed.
None.
And Temba, I think it was Tinashe. I can send you some of the audios where Temba was being interviewed before he became an MP. And he had the youth organization that he's part of. So when he was fired, he was talking to everybody, and he appeared to be understanding what the SMM issue was. Well, immediately he got elected. He chose to block his ears like Mushana. And then this coming back...
Who chose to block their ears?
Mliswa.
Okay.
Then Mliswa in parliament became the chairman of the Parliamentary Committee on Mines and Energy. And part of that committee was to look oversight over mines. And the question was, what are the facts related to SMM? They started an investigation of the SMM matter. But Temba, because of his links with people in government, his approach was, is it a gesture? So that
Okay.
those issues are never known. And as a result, he hijacked that inquiry. That was done by Chindori Chininga and also followed by Daniel Shumba, who was the chairman of the committee prior to Temba. And Daniel was removed from parliament because of the SMM matter. So this issue that Mukoma Masimba is writing a book was to bring Temba. And you remember, even in that conversation, he raised the issue of SMM. Temba knows very well that the issue of SMM is an uncomfortable thing for the people in government. So that's what was in the issue of Temba. If you ask, he also asked the Mutwangwa to come. Mutwangwa got no, can I reply for Memawere? And I can't come there. Because if I come there, then I'll be in trouble because the people say, wow, faction, wow, side Yamawere. So there are things that may not be known in the public domain.
Mr. Mawere, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mr. Mawere, what is SMM?
That's what we had discussed with. We can bring it.
What does it stand for? What does it stand for? SMM.
It stands for Shabani Mashaba Mines Private Limited.
Okay, so that's another chapter. At the moment, I was just focusing on Mnangagwa and Temba Muliswa Kutu. Why Masimba Chuyapana?
That the people who passed the law to take over SMM are the very people connected to Temba.
Saka, what does that have to do with MM? What does that have to do with Mukoma Masimba, this SMM?
His issue was that when we started radio, it was inspired by Mukoma Masimba's questions that were coming into my inbox. I was answering on Facebook. There was no Facebook Live. So
Okay, Saka, what I'm seeing here, because I don't believe in politics simply because I believe it brings division amongst people, right? Saka, what I'm seeing here, Kunej Nonzi Shabani Mine Limited, Saka, Imimi, Mr. Mawere, Muri a little bit bitter as well about Shabani Mine and Masimba Futa Ardakukubatsirai because he can understand, okay, how you are feeling. Okay, but Imimi, do you know why Masimba Arkuitash? Do you have a conclusion in your own mind?
You've already concluded yourself. I'm bitter. I'm saying is that when people know, if you just took time to listen to
I am bitter as well, Mr. Mawere. We are getting there. Makuita kunge tenders acha presa manja acha commenta. Mr. Mawere, everybody is bitter. Right now, and even Lion. Wait, let me finish. Let me finish. I beg you.
I'm not bitter. I'm better. And I'm still alive to tell the story. And you are saying that I'm telling the story because I'm bitter. Who told you that?
It's my assumption.
Yeah, but don't assume when I'm alive. Why don't you ask me?
That's why the word was introduced, assume. But wait, Imimi Manja, I want to correct you. Yes, you've got the right to be bitter. Masimba has got the right to be bitter. Wait. Inga makafunda wani. Mukawea ku cabinet England. Do you think you interrupt like that when somebody's speaking?
Okay, go ahead.
What I'm saying is this, Mr. Mawere, this is a broader chapter. Sakata akupedza chapter hospital taakupinda muma chapters and you have the right to be bitter in terms of SMM. Uyu Masimba is got the right to be bitter in terms of achatudza kuti ari bitter nei. Inini I am bitter just being a Zimbabwean. Vanhu vakawanda pano maZimbabweans, they are bitter. Ana Julia ava chimwana changu chiri kuEngland chitori bitter deep inside because hanzi kusina amai hakuyendwe. Okay, Saka, what I'm saying, kuti imimi mese muri two, mune something in common, which is bitterness and rejection. I have something in common with you, which is bitterness and rejection. The people in the comment section have something in common with you, bitterness and rejection. And what is the main chinchese chatting in common? It is our government, Zimbabwe. Saka, let's just focus on our bitterness, because we're tired. Depression is real. To make other people who think they can speak speeches sound like they're intelligent. Oh, depression is real. Now let's go to the origin of depression, because we are still dealing with Masimba. What makes Masimba depressed? It could be rejection. Saka, that is for the next show, ya Trupita. But Masimba, my last words for you is you are doing very well. Okay, kana uri kutamba zvese zvichabuda izvi, kana uri kupenga zveshuwa, unenge wabaiwa jekiseni, handitika unenge usakwanisa kutaura zvauri kutaura izvi, because we will trust the doctors. Okay, Masimba, and don't forget, ndatumidzira message kuna Jesus, but Jesus haasi kuresponda. I might have to drive kuna Jesus, and it's about 300 miles kuti ndinomutora kana ndonoita kuti not sure, I don't believe in shows. Tongouya naye pano Jesus naamawere newe Masimba. Amfudzi, thank you very much. Tenders, please don't give up, okay? Don't give up unless you were finding a reason to give up. Guys, I love you very much, okay? God bless you, yeah? Comment section. Musade kunyepa, imimi ndimuri kutopinga west comment section imimi. Kana usiri kumba kwa mai vako kunotaurwa naMasimba Zimbabwe, uri kutopenga. Ende wakataura kuti unotaura chokwadi wakatanga kunyepa iwe uri pa-airport apa. Handitika vese machechi ese muEngland ekwaAmerica emaZimbabwe musade kutinyepera kuti amupengewo. Pamakatanga pa-airport apa maitonyepa. Uri kuenda kupi? Ndiri kudzokera kumusha for 3 months. Iye zvinezvi go wamuEngland. Guys, let's not judge each other. Munhu wese akabviswa kumai mother Zimbabwe ari kupenga. Saka Masimba, iwe uchatiudza kuti why are you bitter? Can you answer this insati ndaenda? Why are you bitter? Mr. Mawere vari bitter neShabani mine. Iwewe, why are you bitter?
I'm bitter
because I am bitter just being a Zimbabwean kushaya chingwa nemukaka.
Okay, thank you very much, Sabina. I'm bitter right now. I'm bitter because Iweweka, you don't even know more than 20,000 families suffer because of that. Yeah. Why can't you
what
ask
does that
right
have to do with your illness, Iwe? What does that have to do? What does that have to do, Newe? Is it not Mr. Mawere's problems to deal with by himself? Problems social services. Saka, what does that have to do with you? Answer the question. Because your connection yako na Mr. Mawere. Kurumidza kako zida kuzonowa mapiritsi angu in 18 minutes time. Vanhu vese pacommentator's havada kunowa futi mapiritsi avakasiyana. Vamwe vachanwa mavitamin D, vamwe vachanwa mavitamin E. Chitaura, what does that have to do with you?
Thank you very much. Number one, it has got a lot to do with me because there's a value for value. I learned a lot from Mr. Mwere, so I value him. What have I done for him? Nothing.
Masimba, I'm sensing that you are lying. Why am I sensing that you are lying?
But Sabina, can you?
Okay. Masimba, yeah. Because I'm sensing that you are lying, I'm going to do my life. But guys, Mukoma and Drava, don't think that you are live in us because Tessita exhausted. Mangwana, I'm going to expose the real truth behind Mukoma Masimba, and I'm also going to expose the real truth behind Amawere. I'm going to put we are on time, but tomorrow is what? Tomorrow is Sunday, which is good. Sakandichaya maskati mabva kuchechi kuma 1-2, and I want to expose the truth behind Mukoma Masimba, the truth behind Amawere, the truth behind the comment section. I love you very much, Mr. Mawere. These are my last words.
Thank you. You left me.
Mushana, you make the last words, you make conclusions based on what you think, and you say people are bitter, and you say you want to expose us. What is the spirit behind that thinking?
What do you mean about spirit, Mr. Mawere? Kana muchitaura spirit murikurenga kuti chii?
Why would you conclude someone is bitter because you think they are bitter? Why
Ko
would you
imimi spirit yamuri kutaura zvinorevei? Munoziya word inonzi spirit.
Yeah, your makeup, what informs that mindset?
Handina kupfeka makeup in.
No, I'm saying the mind that you are using to get to that conclusion. I'm talking to you. You don't respect what I say. If I tell you I'm not bitter, you still insist that I'm bitter.
No, I didn't conclude. I'm not a doctor. I'm assuming everybody's allowed to work on assumption.
Can we stop assuming when we are talking
Why,
to the person?
why do you have to stop me when I'm my own person? The same thing shouldn't stop. Shouldn't control people. So why are you trying to control me?
I'm not controlling you, but you're speaking about me. All I'm saying
is, don't you speak about everybody else?
And Sabina, well, this is about
thank you very much,
today.
my sister.
And this is not really about SMM. We can do another live video for SMM. Right now, I'll kindly ask you if we could just allow Masimba to rest after he has taken his medicine. Live has
please,
Sabina, I will not
you
argue
make me
with you
what?
it's not about you. It's not about you. It's about Masimba. Going back and forth with Sabina will not help you. This was about Masimba, so
let's that responsibility
get back to the Masimba issue, and for now end the live and allow Masimba to rest.
Life. Who are you? Who are master? Mina chikupa opportunity kai kutaura zvine musoro. Ngoya pala pa ngotiringa.
I'm not going to go back and forth with you, Sabina. Since you said you needed to take your pills, I think maybe this is the time for you to do so. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Because nanchiziva kuti muroyi akaita sei ari kuteerera.
Okay, so I think there we are. Let's stop here and regroup, and then see what is the next step.
Yes, Mr. Mawere, I'm going to do my live tomorrow. Also announce a time that Taura kuti 3 o'clock, whatever time I'll announce it to expose you and to expose Mukoma Masimba.
Okay, is he still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. No, thank you very much. It's a pleasure. So, let me catch up again.
Okay, thanks. All right.
Yep.